How do you clean all white Yeezys? Let's get right into it. I'm gonna show you the best way to do it. You know your boys over at Dip Drip got the sauce for you. All right, and of course we're gonna be using Shoe MGK cleaner and conditioner. None like it, the best on the market. Pull out your iPhone and ask Siri, what's the world's best shoe cleaner? And I guarantee she'll tell you, Shoe MGK. All right, now, do not mind this tub that we're going to be cleaning in today. I use this to do different dips and drips, of course. And the tub is clean, it just has some paint splatters in it. You want to definitely start with clean water, clean brush, especially when you're doing all whites. All right, now you want to fill it up with a good bit of water. Now, then you want to take some of your Shoe MGK solution and put a little bit into the water. Go ahead and get the water soaked with the solution. All right. Now, as you can see, these Yeezys are pretty, pretty dingy. But we're gonna take good care of that. All right. Now, I like to do this outside, by the way, because it can get a little messy. See, the issue is that a lot of people will put their shoes in a washing machine. What sense does that make? You put your clothes in a washing machine. All right? You put your drawers in a washing machine. What sense does it make to put your shoes that walk outside, you may step in some dog doo-doo, and then you're gonna take those same shoes and put them in a washing machine? Doesn't make sense. I would never do that. Do not recommend it. This is hands down the best way. Now, what we're gonna be using today is, again, the Shoe MGK cleaner, as well as this sponge here. All right. Check your local mall and see if they have the Shoe MGK cleaner. If they don't, then check out the link in the description to get the solution and to get the sponges. All right, and use that discount code for your boy because you can get 10% off. All right, now the next thing that you want to do, all right, is you want to use the sponge softly. Why? Because the Yeezys are made out of a fabric that can get agitated if you scrub them too hard with a brush. This is where a lot of people mess up at, and you end up with fuzzy shoes, which we do not want. All right, but for harder stains, right, and for the bottom, you can use the brush. But again, on the fabric, on the top, do not use the brush too hard. If you do have to use it very lightly. And again, one thing I like about the Shoe MGK brushes is that the bristles are universal. All right, they're pretty soft, but they're also firm enough to handle those tough stains. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna want to do, all right, is hit that sole up. Get that sole nice and crispy. All right, go back to your sponge. Hit the fabric with the sponge. Okay, now the reason why people like putting shoes in a washing machine is because it gets inside and lifts out the dirt. Okay, the dirt has somewhere to go. Traditionally, when you're cleaning shoes, like with the cleaner on the go real quick, you're just pulling it out, putting the solution on the brush, and then, hitting the shoes. But the difference with this is that by soaking it in the water, that water is gonna lift. Well, let me rephrase that. The water, along with the Shoe MGK suds, is gonna lift the dirt out of the fabric. Okay, and that's why people like putting shoes in a washing machine. But this right here gives a much more detailed approach. Okay, so get you a nice bucket so that you can dip your shoes in there. And you know what? You know what we're gonna do. You know how we do. Dip, drip. All right, now look at the difference. As you can see, it's a very, very clear difference. One thing to note is that with Shoe MGK's solution, they have ultraviolet brighteners inside of the solution. So it's going to make your whites whiter, it's going to make your blacks blacker, it's going to make your blues bluer, and your reds redder, your greens greener, and your yellows yellower. All right, all your colors are going to end up looking more vibrant. All right, so what we're doing right here is we're cleaning that inside sole part of the shoe. All right, ain't no use to cleaning the outside if you're not going to clean the inside. Okay. And so we're just hitting that. You can hit that with the brush, no problem. No problem. Look at the difference. Check out the difference. Okay. All right. Dang. My feet were dirty on that one. All right. So anyway, getting right on to it. Another product from Shoe MGK that would be really dope to use once this process is done is the shoe freshener. And that's the one that comes in the green bottle. All right. But anyway, moving right on to it. Again, the suds, let the shoes soak in the suds. It's going to lift up all of that dirt out from in between the fabrics. It's going to lift up the dirt from those hard to reach places. All right. And you want to use the sponge. You want to use the sponge. You don't want to use anything else except the sponge on the top, on that fabric up there, that I don't even know what you call it, that mesh slash, I don't know. It's pretty dope though. All right, and again, this is by far the best method that you want to do. See, the issue with a washing machine is that you're just putting them in there, right? And your shoe ends up getting tossed and turned and bumped and all kind of stuff happening to it. And then, depending on whether you're using heat, warm water, hot water, whatever, that can potentially end up loosening the glue that's holding the sole to the shoe. All right, so I do not recommend using a washing machine. Okay. All right, now, next thing we're gonna do here, we're gonna dip them, swish them around. Make sure they get in there and loosen that dirt up. All right. And if you notice how much suds this solution is creating, it's creating a lot of suds, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And again, those suds help get in between the fibers and pull out the dirt. All right. And like I said, I like doing this outside because it can get messy. It goes down. All right. As you can see, we're nice and crispy, on the concrete. Hey, I bust a rhyme on you. Yeah, okay. If you check these out, look at how white they are already. All right. And again, we have a lot of people, we have a lot of people that love to use the product because it works so beautifully. And the UV brighteners in it, it really sets it off. What I'm doing right here is cleaning the shoestrings. If you noticed in the beginning, I put the shoestrings in the solution, in the tub too, right? So that it can soak. Shoestrings can be hard to clean a lot of times. All right, but with Shoe MGK, we make it pretty easy. All right, so squeeze them out, set them to the side. Now, just take a look at this. Take a look. Oh my goodness. Do you see this? Is anybody watching this? Shoe MGK, ladies and gentlemen. This has been another awesome episode of Dip, Dip, Drip, where we have sneaker style and culture. All right. And what we're going to be doing this year is we're going to be bringing you more episodes. We're going to be bringing you more dopeness. All right. So stay locked in. Dip, Dip, Drip.